Okay, and you are welcome to my live stream today. This morning, I'm coming to you live from Cape Town, South Africa, and we just finished having the Sigma um, conference where I spoke on two panels, and it was a great event, great conference. But before I leave this country, beautiful country of South Africa, they call it the Rainbow Nation. Well, definitely has a mixture of all kinds of people living here, white, blacks, anyway. But this morning, this is the habit that I've decided to take, that wherever I travel to somewhere, I try to live stream from the location. I mean, I love live streaming, and it's something that I got through gaming. So it's become my some kind of my passion for live, going live. I mean, live streaming gameplay, live streaming myself, live streaming issues, anything. But this morning, my have just before I woke up, I was thinking of what to come in, discuss and what to come and share with you all, and something that has been bothering me, and then the topic just came. Things that we should not use esports for, and I believe that it's very imperative that we should look at some of these things, and I raise them up so that we can all, I mean, roll it in our minds and think about it, and in probably in the years to come we can have a conversation. And if you have a conversation that you need to have with me, why not, you can jump into the comment section and then bring your views. I will probably, after this live, I will come into the comment section and also try to answer your questions or have more fruitful discussion on there. All right, so let me check my notes. I Before I do anything, I just put down a bit of my notes together so that you could see it here. Uh, um, so I know what I'm going to talk about, and before I present, so let's go. So the first thing is the first thing I want to talk about. I mean, the very first, number one, what we should not use esports for, or 7 things that we should not use it for. Number one, discrimination. I think that we should not discriminate in esports in any form. We should prevent discrimination in any form or factor, any way possible. We shouldn't bring discrimination into esports. Whether the person is physically challenged, whether the person is short, whether the person is tall, whether the person is fat, what kind of, no matter what, we should prevent discrimination in esports. I think that it's one of the factors. Esports is a very welcoming, community oriented space, and I think that we should prevent, or we should not allow discrimination in any kind of form within esports. All right. The second thing is racism. Racism. We all are born in a different part of the world. We all have different attributes. There is no way nobody should be caused to be a racist or to be hatred against his fellow human beings. And I think that so far as I've been in the esports space, a lot more of the people I know in esports are very welcoming. They are not racist. Well, I mean, if there's racism in their mind, I don't know, but I think that esports is very, very, very open in accepting people for who they are, what they stand for. They don't racist against whether gender or color in any form. Whether you are white, whether you are black, gaming brings us together. Play brings us together, and we can play with each other no matter what we are. So, number two, racist. We should not racism. We shouldn't allow racism in esports in any form or factor. Number three, seven things. I'm talking about the seven things that we should not allow esports for, or we should not allow esports. Shouldn't bring it into esports. And number three is politics. Well, politics has two sides, and I will have another post talking about the good of a politics in esports. But this politics is the negative politics that I'm talking about. The fact that um, most of the time our understanding of politics is very, very myopic, and is very, very negative. We think of politics in using it to control people rather than using politics to uplift people. People get political power to really empower people. Politics is about people. It's about giving value to people who have been given. The people that are giving you power, you need to give them the power back. That's how I understand politics. But most often, when we speak about politics, it is really rather empowering people that has been empowered by the people. And the people who have the power don't use the power to empower the people. And so it becomes counterintuitive. It becomes negative in a sense. And so many people see politics as negative, whereas politics is to really empower people. And when I talk about we shouldn't use politics to politicize esports, it is to say that in the negative sense, all the bad things that goes around in the politics, right, shouldn't be used to politicize esports. Rather, we should use politics to empower esports, to develop the people, or to develop the young people within esports. That is what I'm saying. So negative wise, we shouldn't politicize esports. Whether you are in party B or party A, the development of esports is towards the development of the youth of the nation. It is not towards the politicization of a particular group of people. And most of the times, what we have seen that politics is used to drive in division, right? Because you don't belong to my party, I don't support you. Because you don't belong to my party, even if you have the greatest ideas to develop the country, people will not vote for you, or people will not side with you because you belong to a different political party or political divide. So we shouldn't politicize esports, but definitely politics has a way and has a role to play in developing esports in Ghana, in Africa, and all across the world. All right, so that was number three. All right, number four, exploitation. Esports should never be used to exploit the young one, especially the young one. Should never be used to exploit women. Should never be used to exploit children. Should never be used to exploit partners, stakeholders. Anybody involved in esports should never be exploited. Even I talk about exploitation even by telecom companies, right? But the sense is that any form of exploitation at any level within esports should never be acceptable. Should never be accepted. And so that is number four. Number five, weaponization. Weaponization. I think there's this is not really felt if you are not a leader, but me being a leader, I've seen it most of the time that people use that to they weaponize certain things within esports just to get their way, but as it is, I believe you understand. Number five, we should not weaponize esports against any form or any group, any person, any young ones out there. We should never weaponize esports in any form. All right, number seven is a topic that is very dear to my heart, and this came out of discussion with some girls and girl gamers, and it's about cyberbullying. I think that it's not only towards girls that are cyberbullied, but even in kids playing online games and stuff like that. But I think that esports should never be used as a form of cyberbullying against any people, any group of people, any group of teams. I've seen that happen when maybe somebody who is very good losing a game, and all of a sudden he's being touted around. He's being, I mean, a lot of memes are being done about him. I think that we shouldn't use, and most of the time they come back to me um, expressing their displeasure about how they are feeling. And I think that cyberbullying, esports should rather be used to encourage people, should be used to bring communities together, bring people together when they are down, when they need a comeback. And I think that cyberbullying is one of those things that often is done within the community level as well. And I mean, people hide behind certain pseudonyms, people hide behind their aliases to cyberbully people. You know, people go all the way of creating a different account to cyberbully people, you know. So I think that within the esports fraternity, within the esports community, we should prevent cyberbullying. Okay, I'm down to my last and final, which is the seventh one, which is disrespect. Disrespect. I will try and make a post about it anytime I talk about this thing. Well, 7 is disrespect. We should never disrespect people for being who they are. Esports is a battlefield of ideas. Everybody is trying to do what they feel like. Everybody is trying to champion something that they feel like is the right way to go. You may have an opinion, you may have a decision, you may have a project. I may not be part of it. That doesn't mean that you should disrespect my authority. You should respect my creativity. You should respect my projects or whatever, or should downplay whatever I'm doing. So am I not to disrespect your views, your projects, your understanding, your goals and your visions and your dreams that you want to achieve within the esports space? Go ahead and go and do it. I should never disrespect you, and you should never disrespect me in any form or any way. So the last one that I want to stress on, we should never disrespect anyone in esports. So that has been my 7 things that esports should never be used for. And let me just go round down quickly so that if you just joined, you will understand what I'm talking about. I'm talking about 7 things that esports should never be used for. And the first one is discrimination. Second is racism. The third one is politics. The fourth one is exploitation. The fifth one is weaponization. And the sixth one is cyberbullying. And the seventh one is disrespect. We shouldn't disrespect anybody in esports. Well, people have their ideas, people have their feelings, people have their dreams they want to achieve. When people even want to do esports with old consoles, yes, allow them to do their stuff. They have their own dreams. Why not? Why should you disrespect them if they are not on next gen consoles? If that is what they want, you know? And I think that I've seen it a couple of times when people want to do certain things and they move away, and all of a sudden we are disrespecting their integrity, their name and all that. So that has me coming your way this morning with 7 things that esports should never be used for. And I think that well, I share these ideas. What I feel is what I share. And I think that if you also have your own perceptions or your own ideas, why not share it with me and we'll come. And if you want to jump on a live with me, hey, DM me, let's jump on a live together and we'll have a great conversation. Why not? It's time to really push forward awareness of esports. It's time to push the goodness of esports to the world, and I am here to do that. I want to be an advocate for esports because I feel like What I feel about esports is that it is a tool and a solution for young people now. I see it as apart from the competitive play, young people are sitting idle with basically nothing in their hands. And I feel that esports is an alternative employment measure, alternative career pathways, alternative entertaining lifestyle pathways for young people. One, they can follow their dreams. One, they can follow their passion. One, they can really exercise who they want to be. And that is what I wish to bring to esports. My ideas is all about social intervention of esports, and I believe that the good of esports for social good can be done collaboratively with people. All right, so until the next live, see you on the flip side of life, and stay being good. Continue doing esports for good. Bye bye. Catch you on the flip side of life.